welcome back, my dear tarot pals, to another pick a card reading. Unbelievable that it's 2024 that we are entering. I know, everybody says that every year, but seriously, the pandemic literally meant 2 years of life that I really still can't account for. And let me know in the comment section below if you do feel the same way, okay? Like, a part of me is just still in 2019 and I don't know where the past 3 years flew by. That said, 2024 adds up to the number 8. That's the numerology of the year, and 8 is governed by the planet Saturn. 8 is also a number which is highly linked to justice, karma, exactly what Saturn is linked to. We will do a separate video perhaps, and let me know if you're interested in that. How we're going to do 2024 yearly readings, like always. This is the reading in which we will cover 3 major events, or major events. Maybe you'll get more than 3, but I'm definitely looking to get messages for 3 major events that you need to know about that's going to happen in the year 2024 for you. That's this video. The part 2 would be focused especially on 2024 career, money, finances, what opportunities are coming your way, what guidance do you need on that. There's going to be a part 3 which is going to be focused on your relationships and your love life for the year 2024. If you're interested, I can also do a reading which is focused on a combination of your personal year number, which is numerology. What does the year of the dragon, which is what 2024 is going to be about, added with that, and your zodiac sign. So let me know in the comment section below if you would be interested in that, and we can then maybe make like a part 4 of 2024. There is of course extensive videos in the playlist called Timeless Readings. You can always find guidance there. And welcome if you've just found me through an algorithm search. I am also on Instagram. You will find all the relevant information of how do you get personal booking done for a reading with me in the description box below. Please remember that I would never slide into your DMs or message you for soliciting a reading. It's just not me at all, and no genuine reader would ever do that to you, so beware of scammers. Enough said, we're going to jump right into it. So if you know how the pick a cards work, which I'm hoping you do, you can of course feel drawn to more than one pile. Listen to your intuition. I'm already drawn to more than one charm here. How we're going to do this today is we're going to make 3 different piles, and thereby, sorry if you could hear my dog barking. Okay, interruptions right at the go. 3 different charms here. We're going to make 3 different piles. If you want to skip the pile selection, you can go ahead and click on the pile reading. But if you'd like to watch me making 3 different piles and connect to the energy, ask your questions, if anything specific in your mind, feel free to do that. How we're going to do this is we're going to start off with the rune cards here. So I'm going to first make the piles, and then we'll kind of associate each charm there, and I'll give you a close-up of that, okay? So 2024 for pile number 1, the big events that we need to know about. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, it seems like that one wanted to come out. We'll take it. Okay, 3 big events for pile number 1, 2024. 3 big events. Okay, this one's out. We have pile 1. Pile number 2, 2024, 3 big events. That's your first card. Okay, 2024, pile number 2, 3 big events. Thank you, Spirit. Pile number 3, 3 big events for the year 2024 for pile number. Very funny, but I already feel like saying 2 and 3 as a pile could be connected, okay? Of course, if you don't feel drawn to it, that's okay. But I do see some similarities here, and we'll see how it plays out, okay? We have the rune cards done. I want to take 1 house card for each pile. 2024, which house is going to be the most significant, and where can we see major events at play? Okay, that's for pile 1. For pile number 2, 2024, major events, which house is going to be significant? Okay, that's out for pile 2. And for pile number 3, feels like this one. Okay, we will take a planet card to look at one significant planet transit or the energies of that planet. Okay, 1 is pretty fast. All right, pile number 2. What do we need to know? 2024 major events. Looks like this one wants to come out. Oh, we got 2 here, so we'll take 2. And pile number 3, 2024. What do we need to know? 3 major. Okay, this one. For the last part of this oracle, we'll take a zodiac sign, which could be significant. For pile number 1, 2024, a zodiac sign. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, this one feels like hard to shuffle for some reason. We'll give it another. Okay, 2024, one particular zodiac sign. Let's go with this. For pile number 2, 2024, energies of one particular zodiac sign. We'll go with this one. And pile number 3, we'll take this one. Okay, let's clean this out. That's pile 1, pile number 2, pile number 3. And now let's look at some major arcanas. We'll take 3 each. For pile number 1, 3 major events for the year 2023. It feels like I want to give it a shuffle. Hold on. Pile number 1, 2024, 3 major events. Thank you, Spirit. Pile number 1. Whoops, is the camera kind of shaken? We'll fix that in a bit. Never mind. For pile number 1, 2024. For pile number 1, I feel like these 2. And this one. Okay. Now for pile number 2. For pile number 2, 2024, 3 big events. Okay, we'll take this, and we'll take this, and we'll take this. Okay, pile number 3. Pile number 3. 3 big events for the year 2024. We'll go with this and this, and we'll take this one. Okay, now for pile number 1, we're going to take the tarot cards. Let's see what comes up. Pile number 1, 2024. 2024, pile number 1, major events. Okay, we have one card that's flipped for you, the 7 of Pentacles. Pile number 1, 2024. This is the after tarot, by the way. 2024, 3 big events. We take this. 2024, 3 big events. Okay, and I feel like this and this wants to come out, because I'm making the piles already before the starting of the reading. So we're taking 6 cards for now for pile number 1. If I feel drawn to pull more cards during the reading, we will see it there. 2024, the major events that pile number 2 needs to know. 2024, the major events that pile number 2 needs to know. Major events for pile number 2. Major events for 2024, pile number 2. Okay, seems like this one wants to come out. 2024. Okay, we have the 10 of Pentacles. That's done for you guys. And we'll take 1, 2, 3. Oh, that's 6 cards. Some reason I wanted to shuffle more for pile number 2, and we did have 1 extra card already. So we'll see how that comes out for pile 2s and for pile number 3s. Give me 3 big events. What do they need to know for the year 2024? 3 big events or major events that they need to know about 2024. Okay, this one's about to come out. 3 big events for pile number 3. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, 3 big events. We have this one. 3 big events for the year 2024. Okay, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, good to go. We'll keep this here in case I want to take more cards. Lastly, this is from the Sacred Vision, and we'll take 1 card each, and I'll give you a flip of that so that that can help you make your pile selection as well, if so far you haven't connected to it. Okay, let's do this. Pile number 1, 2024 major event. Pile number 1, 2024's major event that they need to know of. Pile number 1, I'm going to give it a shuffle. Hold on. Pile number 1. Okay, that's the card. We'll just flip it in a minute. 2024 major event. Pile number. Okay, I don't know why pile 2s have a lot of cards coming in. Okay, so there's an extra pile here. There's an extra card here. Okay, and that's 3. All right. So now what we're going to do is we're going to flip. We'll keep this extra card right here and not flip it. Okay, and we'll keep this one to turn and this one to turn. So intuitively, first let me assign, and let me take a camera check here. Okay, seems like we have enough space. Hope you guys can see it. Okay, so I feel like we should keep the charms as they were. So for pile number 1, we have, 1 second, I think, make space more. Okay, we have the shell, which is for pile number 1. That's your charm. We have, for pile 2's, the dream catcher. Okay, and let me just make sure the camera stays steady. 1 second. Okay, that's better. So pile 2's, you had the dream catcher, and for pile number 3, we have a lapis lazuli. It's a pretty special one, and I'll tell you why in that particular pile when we get there. Okay, let's turn your cards as well. 1 card to see what comes up. You have pile 1, the Jade Meander, sorry, and that's the artwork with the number 63 adding up to the number 9. That's pile 1. And we have all of that ready here now. Okay, we have pile number 2 with new beginnings and 31 adding up to the number 4. Like I mentioned, if like me, you're already drawn to more than 1 pile, feel free to listen to both of it. You will have messages in them. For pile 3, we have, oh beautiful, I know why I'm drawn to the piles that I'm drawn at. We have Ho'oponopono sunset with the number 16 adds up to the letter 7, number 7. Okay, that is your 3 piles here. I will see you in your individual piles. Excited for this one already, so let's get started. Welcome pile number 1, those of you who picked the shell, which of course makes me think of the sea, the ocean. Some of you may of course be drawn to this pile particularly because of the shell itself, which talks about a beach, traveling to water bodies. I almost forgot in the introduction to talk about, and I did forget rather why almost, to talk about the dices which we will roll to see any significant numbers that also come in, and the months. We start off with the Jade Meander. This talks about music, harmony and beauty. I already sense that this pile may have a lot of artistic creative souls. Now of course all of you don't have to be can't speak, it's the retrograde effect, musicians or creatives, but in any form creativity is in our daily life as well, right? So you could be somebody who thinks out of the box just naturally as a person, and this card talks about the beauty, the acknowledging the beauty that is in the everyday life. Okay, 2024 will give you the opportunity to kind of, I'm hearing the word stop and smell the roses, connecting to those simple joys of life. Your daily routines, your daily habits is where you're going to find beauty. The 2 butterflies here Of course, again, talk about transformation and growing. Perhaps for many of you, you've been working on a particular project, or you've been creating something for some years in your 5D or 4D, and it's finally coming into the 3D fruition. We'll see how this plays into the overall reading. Let's first look at your rune cards before we get into tarot. Okay, so pile 1, we have the manas. Okay, this card always with this rune, while of course that's not the traditional meaning all the time, gives me that feeling of festivals, rock concerts. Look at them, you know, hand in hand. Music again coming back. So some of you, music is very relevant. You may also be exploring the realm of how do you connect to music frequencies, healing yourself. Okay, this of course talks about a large community. This talks about bringing together people. Okay, we have dagas. Okay, physical well-being, health, strength, fitness, yoga, workout, all of that comes out right out, okay, which is going to be a core focus area. We're talking about, remember, major events and focus areas here with the second rune for you. And last but not the least, we have Jera. Wow, we talked about birthing something, seeding something, harvesting something. You're planting the seed, okay? Again, this could be, now this could play out differently. This is a general reading, remember. Some of you are planting the seeds of a healthier lifestyle, of making changes in your day-to-day lifestyle, which grow into something significant in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay. For others of you, this is a literal project, a creative project that you have either already been working on or you're planting in the year 2024. Okay. There's also a sense of connecting to those who are already on a path of what you're hoping to achieve. So one of the major events that's going to happen for you is you coming into a community of health focused or career focused people who want to really create and live a better life. Okay, that's going to be one of your key focus areas. You're going to be very mindful in the year 2024 of where is your time going, because I'm literally hearing time is money, time is money. That's going to be your mantra for the year 2024. So claim it, comment it, and time is money for pile number 1. That's a very, very significant message coming in. I'm going to read these runes for you as well from the book before we proceed, because kind of covered, you know, what traditionally it wants to mean. Let's get to the first one that we rolled, which is, manas. Okay. Humanity, humans, we talked about connection. Manas is the symbol of both human race and individual self in the rune deck. It celebrates everything about humankind that elevates us, our intelligence, our compassion. Okay, immediately there's another message that comes in. Some of you may be getting curious or bringing into your life artificial intelligence in some form or other. So this could be as simple as getting Alexa. Okay, I mean, I don't know how many of you still use it. I don't. I am not somebody who's very Alexa loving. Or it could be like you use something like a ChatGPT in your work, but just getting more connected to artificial intelligence, okay? Our compassion, our creativity, our artistry and ability to innovate. It's a symbol of the collective consciousness and values we all share. But at the same time, it is strongly associated with an individual's self-awareness. If this rune appears, you're encouraged to think about your attitude towards others and what your unique contribution to the world is. What assistance or service can you offer to others? There may be some conflict between your beliefs and demands and the expectations of the family or society, but you continue to deny your true self. But if you continue to deny your true self, you will increasingly feel frustrated. Study or the acquisition of new knowledge is another key theme here. Perhaps further study is the way to greater fulfillment. This brings me back to that message of artistian that we were talking about, which again, if you don't have to, if you belong to a society or a community which doesn't really see the vision of whatever you want to do, there is a way to harmonize. Remember, the first card that you had was harmony of what you want and what they seek out of you. And this is a year wherein you can reach that beautiful balance, okay? There are strong, we're now on the Jera card, which is the harvest card that we talked about. There are strong seasonal associations with this card. This is the rune of good harvest or the culmination of a year or a cycle of planting and growing that results in fruitful crops. In other words, this card suggests that there may have been tough obstacles for you to overcome, but you are about to feel the peace that comes when success is hard-earned and justified. I liked how I read this left to right. It feels like almost this is where you begin and this is where 2025 you're at. Okay, enjoy those rewards when you receive them, but don't relax too much. There's a forward momentum with this card, but you're advised to plan ahead. The seasons of the year, you have a relentless quality and you need to prepare for the inevitability of another winter when resources can be scarce again. Above all, this card reminds you that life is cyclical and that during the good times you should build up your strength, learn lessons from any hardships, overcome, and prepare for the future what you may bring in. We will dive into the tarot and see why I felt like that December message is very significant. Something could be happening in the next winter for you. And we'll see how that comes out, okay? And lastly, let's move to the cards. And... oh, 1 second, can't find it. Daylight is the rune associated with dawn and daylight. Morning rituals, morning routines, immediately. That's my first message, and that sun shining out there. To the ancient Norse people, each dawn and the welcome light of the sun breaking through the nighttime uncertainty was a miracle. So whenever Dagaz appears in a reading, it tends to be a very good sign indeed. Success is on the cards. However, to ensure that this success materializes, it is important that you continue on a path of self-improvement and think positively and act positively. Hope is often a crucial ingredient for success in life. So if you're going through tough times, this card reminds you of a new awakening. You have now renewed faith in your ability to pull through. Another association with this card is the personal transformation. We saw that butterfly coming in beautifully with this. It suggests that you may be growing rapidly in self-awareness and are having a major breakthrough. Okay, pile number 1. With the rune and the Sacred Vision card, I just want to give you a quick summary here, which messages that have come in. Having your own vision, self-improvement, working on yourself, daily morning routines, planting new seeds of where you want to go when the months are good. And I strongly feel for this pile, the first half of the year is like you still learning something, you still integrating, you still figuring out how harmony works for you. And the second half of the year, you're actually sowing the rewards, okay, the reaping the rewards of what you've already planted and worked with. I'm curious to see what your astrology cards now say. We have Scorpio, which is again brings me to that deep transformation 8th house. Okay, some of you look at where your Mars is transiting and what Pluto is doing in your particular birth chart, okay, because that would be those significant birth placement transits that are affecting you. Scorpio also connects us to the occult or what is unknown. Some of you may be getting very interested in figuring out your own rituals, bringing spirituality. Again, remember we talked about finding it in the daily day-to-day life and connecting yourself to Moon. Scorpio always makes me think of Moon as well, our subconscious. We have Venus, which talks about money, harmony, beauty, and creativity. For this pile, I strongly feel creativity will play a significant role. Some of you may have Venus in Scorpio. Somebody with Venus in Scorpio placement could be relevant and coming into your life in the year 2024 as well. With the Venus card here, we also talk about your physical appearance, okay? Some of you could be going through a major glow up, a change, a transformation that happens in your physical appearance in the year 2024, okay? We have 11th house. Your network is your net worth is from your network. That is the message that comes in. You're going to make new friends. We have that community card coming in. 11th house rules our friendships, our larger network, our gains, our hopes and desires. This is a year wherein one of the major events that will definitely happen for you, and see, that's why I said I didn't want to restrict it to 3 major events because I knew this would be a longer reading. You're going to become very honest with yourself, or at least you're being asked to become honest with yourself as to what your true desires are and don't shy away if you have certain belief system that says, oh, this is my true desire, but that makes me a mean person or a selfish person, or am I being an attention seeker? You are who you are, and for every shadow side, there is a positive aspect to it. You're being encouraged in the year 2024 to acknowledge it, integrate it, instead of shying away from it, okay? You are going to come into contact with a lot of people. This is a year of socializing. This is also a year of, again, which is why your routine, your discipline is important, so that you can be in the right mood, be in the right energy to connect with all these people that are coming into your life, okay? We're going to move towards the tarot section of this reading. If you have so far connected with what I've said, and if you'd like to claim the energies that we've talked about, leave me a shell emoji in the comment section below. Tells me that you've reached with me this far, tells other people that you've picked pile number 1. Let's move to the tarot part of this and see 2024, what are some of the major events happening for pile number 1. Okay, so this is the major arcana. We look at this as the main theme. We have the Hanged Man. Okay, we'll take these cards as reversed if they come out, but the major arcana is upright. So Pisces energy coming in, the zodiac sign of Pisces and the zodiac season of Pisces could be significant. This brings me to astrology, again, spiritual practices, rituals. If you've been feeling very stuck, I don't want to paint, castles in the cloud. There would be certain months in the year 2024, pile number 1, wherein you're going to feel as if, oh, I'm stuck. Nothing's moving, nothing's changing. And there's a change in your own perspective, which will actually move things around for you, okay? Again, this is the zodiac season of Pisces, which is mid-Feb, or rather end of Feb till March, is significant for you, especially when it comes to spiritual practices, spiritual awakening, growth, that's coming your way. Look at that, beautiful. Temperance. Again, this is the divine masculine and the divine feminine integrated, Ardhanarishwar. Okay, this for me is also the twin flame card. Those of you who believe in it, if you have been feeling very stuck in your twin flame journey, there is movement which you would see by the Sagittarius season of the next year. So 2024, the Sagittarius season, Sagittarius energy could also be very relevant for you with this card coming in. Temperance also talks about patience, balance, which is a repeated message coming in, harmonizing. Venus rules Taurus and Virgo. We had that Venus card show up for you, which is again talking about knowing that this is not a year of moving towards extremes, but rather making space for everything in the right amount, okay? So go out and party, but also take care of your diet. That's the kind of energy, just to give you an analogy or an example, okay? We have the High Priestess, Scorpio energy, supremely strong for you, pile number 1. High Priestess again brings me back to connecting to your inner self. 2024, a lot of the major events that we see is actually internal rather than external, okay? You're going to be feeling way more grounded, way more connected to the divine. Some of you could be taking a pilgrimage as well. November, December, end of October, March, Feb, these are some significant time frames that are coming in. Spirituality is going to be one of the key focus areas for you. And you would want, just naturally feel very drawn to chanting, meditation, exploring different religion. And those are the things that will get you connected to your own tribe, to your own community of people who are perhaps more like you and where you feel more at home, okay? The more you heal yourself, this is a love message for some of you, the more you heal yourself, the more you're connected to the divine source, the easier your relationships with your partner, your spouses would become, okay? Let's see what tarot elaborates into. We have the Devil. I don't know why I was seeing this card and I was thinking about the Devil, and here it is. Devil, which talks about the Capricorn energy, of course. And next card we have is the Four of Swords reversed. It is no longer a time to rest. Okay, there's a need for you to break away from that desire to procrastinate, that desire to not confront some of your shadow aspects, and again, shaming your shadow aspect. That's a message that's repeatedly coming in for you, pile number 1. This is a year wherein you're being asked to love yourself, own yourself for just the way you are. That's a very strong message coming in, because the Devil and the temptations would want you to just, sometimes the Pisces energy can also talk about escapism, of getting into, I'm just giving examples, drug abuse or doing anything in excess. The Devil is an energy of an excess, okay? So be mindful of where you're just trying to shy away from the real truth, or you're shaming your shadow self, and that's when the Devil comes to play. The King of Pentacles assuring you of material wealth, of success, which is not short term, but rather, which is why I said a lot of things happening here is internal, because when we fix what is internal, there's that energy and that discipline to grow what we need to grow. And King of Pentacles brings me to earth signs, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. These energies or these zodiac sign traits is what you're being asked to tap into. Okay, some of you who have stock market interest or want to learn about the stock market, this is a wonderful year to dive yourself into that. We have the 8 of Wands. See, this is a year for you wherein for some months you will feel like nothing's moving, nothing's changing, I'm just stuck. And then suddenly a lot of the things come together. So that's why the months wherein you feel that things are not moving, things are not, everything's stagnant, those are the months for you to prepare. Okay, don't be distracted by the devil. Don't just get into lethargy. Keep your discipline, because then when things start moving, you would need that solid foundation. Okay, that solid foundation to then do the work that's been asked of you to do. Okay, we have the Sun reversed. Okay, and lastly we have 7 of Pentacles. Patience is the name of the game. Okay, be mindful of your ego. Sun reverse talks about the ego. Wherever the sun is, it will shed light. Okay, we talked about shadow work for you at the get-go, and look at how beautifully these cards have come in, and we've done shuffling on camera today, so I'm loving this energy. The Sun reverse talks about our ego getting ahead of us. Okay, or small success making us feel like, oh, we are the king of the world and the world revolves around you. And again, these are opportunities for you. These are moments for you in the year 2024 to look at why or what makes me get into that mind space of, oh, I've done it. Okay, before something is actually done, before something is actually completed. The Sun reverse can also talk about lack of confidence sometimes. Okay, which is what that devil and that distraction talks about. Education and educating yourself would be your road to confidence as well. Okay, some of you, be mindful of how your children's health is and how much time and focus, if you have children, taking them for regular checkups, taking yourself for regular checkups, because Sun is connected to our vitality, our overall energy. So again, we talked about not getting into inertia, into lethargy. This could be some of you need to, you may do some health checks, and you may get to know that, and I'm not a doctor, please consult a doctor for everything that we say here. I'm just reading cards, that you have some sort of a vitamin deficiency, or maybe your child is getting low grades, and you get to know that, oh, they perhaps had some vitamin deficiency, which is leading them to have concentration issues, or they may have troubles like ADHD, something like that. You may discover in the year 2024, either about yourself or about a particular child. Okay, I think we've covered more than just 3 major events for the year 2024. What is primarily happening for you? Money and spirituality are the 2 aspects, pile number 1, which I see are the key focus area for you, apart from health. So if I have to give you 3 focus areas wherein you're going to see a lot of activity happening, change happening, transformation happening, growth happening, it's definitely finances, or rather your career, your spiritual life, as well as your health. I'm going to roll the dice and see what numbers come up for you, apart from every other number that we've already quoted here. Oops, so one went out. We have 7, which is July, which is one significant. The Year of the Dragon is another message that's coming in, so look up how your Chinese spirituality plays up. I'll roll this thrice. We have 7 again. Oh my god. Okay, so 777 could be the numbers that you're seeing. Okay, we do have the 7 of Pentacles, having the patience for your investments to grow. We have 6 here coming in. So if you've reached all the way till the end of this reading and you've enjoyed this, don't forget there's a part 2 and a part 3 coming. In part 2, we're going to talk about the career aspect of it, and in part 3, we're going to talk about the love and the relationship aspect of it. So if you've not yet hit the subscribe button, what are you waiting for? Hit that subscribe button now, hit the bell icon so that you know when it's out. And if I've helped you, don't forget to hit that thumbs up. Thank you so much for spending your time with me today. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 2, those of you who's picked the Dreamcatcher, the pile which has definitely the maximum cards if you've been with me in the shuffling aspect of it. We are going to look at a lot of things today, but we're majorly asking the major events or themes that you need to be aware about in the year 2024. Like I said in the intro, there's going to be a part 2 and a part 3 of this, so if you don't want to miss that, hit that subscribe button and that bell icon now. Those of you who like to know my pile selection, I've gone with pile 2 and 3. So I'm super excited to see what comes in. Starting off with the very first card that we have, which is the new beginning. This is, of course, as the literal meaning says, there is a new beginning for you in the year 2024. The number 4 is a significant life path number that comes in. High five if you are one. Let me know in the comment section below. My life path number is number 4. 4th is the month of April, which is another message that comes in. What I want you to look at here is also the prana message that's coming in. One of the things that pile number 2s you need to start doing if you're not already is breath work. Different pranic exercises. It will help you get connected and breathe life. I'm literally saying, hearing the message, breathe life into your project, breathe life back into your own self, into your own life. Okay. So prana and pranic healing is going to be beautiful for you in the year 2024. We also, of course, have the birthing of a creating project, or some of you becoming pregnant and literally giving birth to a child. We do have the spiral of the heart, which talks about opening up of the heart chakra here. Let us get right into... Oh, I remembered we had 2 cards for you. So we'll take tarot later. We'll take the runes first. And we'll read your rune cards for you today. We have the zodiac cards here, which we'll park. Let's see what is the second vision card for you. Look at that. Beautiful. Octomotion, which is literally connected to the octopus, adds up to the number 10, which is October. Okay, some of you could be an Aries or a Libra. If you are, leave me your zodiac sign emoji below, an Aries or a Libra. Octomotion is also again talking about multitasking. This is that energy of doing more than one thing and movement ahead. You're starting something new and things are going to move very, very fast for you in the year 2024, pile number 2s. Whatever you're going to be focused at, now this again is a two-way sword. If you focus on negative things, it's going to manifest really fast. That's a warning message here. If you're focused on positive aspects of life, then you would have an opportunity to make fast-track movement on that aspect. Okay, so that's what Octomotion talks to us about. Let's see your rune cards. We have Timaz, which is the card of leadership, taking charge and leading ahead. Some of you will get promoted, some of you will have opportunities, and this is not an easy road. Look, it's an uphill ride, right? Which means how you behave, how you do things is more important than how you get to the top of the mountain. That is a key message here. Your process of running something is more important than how you achieved that success. So people are going to be looking at you, people are going to be following you. Be mindful that you're setting the right example. Okay, so lead by example is the very strong message coming in already. We have Urus, which talks about physical strength, stamina. Okay, if you have come from 1 to 2, this is again that repeat message of physical stamina coming into play. But some of you are building core strength, and this literally talks to me about that core strength. So core exercises, core muscle exercises, those could be the things that you're focusing at. Some of you literally could be athletes who are watching this, or you may get interested in a particular sport, or you're being asked to take up a particular sport. We do have the mountains energy here, of course, which means you could be traveling to a mountain place. And last but not the least, we have Bertho, beautiful energy. This is prayer. And suddenly the energy, and I'm a clairsentient, okay? When I started this reading, I had a lot of energy and suddenly it just feels very calm and grounded the moment I saw that card. It's like this is a year wherein you will achieve a lot. A lot of the things will demand a lot of strength, and you are able to do all of that because of your prayers, because of your rituals with prayers. Okay, this pile 2024 promise me that every day you will take out at least 5 minutes to connect to whichever source, whichever God, you know, and if you don't believe in God or you don't believe in any source, maybe just to yourself, your own higher self, sitting down, allowing your intuition, that cat is always for me, intuition, to come in and connect to yourself. Okay, prayer is not just to ask for things, prayer is also for gratitude, prayer is also for setting things into motion. Okay, I'm going to pull out, whoops, and I can't find it. Here you go. Let's read your cards now and see what's come in. Leave me a bicycle, if anything that I've said, just, you know, because I feel like some of you would have had goosebumps. So leave me a bicycle. I can literally feel like it's connected or it's hit a nerve. Okay. A key theme of this rune card is the sort of passionate leadership that takes into consideration the greater good. It may suggest the need of self-sacrifice, but if you can find the strength and self-discipline to work for the benefit of all rather than just yourself, you will reap rich rewards and the respect of others. This year, you're going to gain massive respect, pile number 2s, okay? Through your work, through your integrity, through your ability to lead selflessly, okay? And remember, you don't always have to be a leader by designation. You know, we are all leaders. We are always setting example in our family, in our community of how we do things. You need to be proactive, not reactive, now, and find the courage within to take whatever action is needed to achieve your goals. Don't take action for the sake of taking action, as this card is also a warning against rashness. Be cautious and open your mind to the opinion of others. Weigh the pros and cons, know where your strengths lie, and then move forward with justified confidence in your ability to be committed and successful leader. I mean, wow, loving this energy. Let's get into, okay, since Pertho has come in, we'll read it first, okay? This rune suggests the revelation of secrets or hidden knowledge. You will soon receive important information or learn something that sheds light on a situation that has frustrated you or confused you. There will be soon a significant revelation of some kind, but most likely the source of revelation will be from your intuitive wisdom. I talked about that intuitive wisdom with that cat, okay? There's something from inside which just dawns on you, or eureka moment that clicks, okay? Drawing this card could be a sign that you could benefit greatly from taking some time out to meditate and become more attuned to the self, still, calm voice within that knows what is best, what is in your best interest. In addition, this card could also be the warning that you're being distracted from what really matters by the external or material forces. What is external can never bring you fulfillment. Within you is all the magic, mystery, excitement, and knowledge that you need for a rewarding and successful life. Okay, and we will now look at Uruz. I think it comes later, 1 second. Okay, wow, I can't find it. Okay, because nothing in the cards when we read is, okay, finding that inner strength, again, like how we're looking for that card here, because I know Uruz is strength, okay, is perhaps also something that you've been asked to draw into, okay, ox, right? A symbol of brute strength and power, the wild ox of ancient times was both revered and feared because it was wild. This is a year, pile number 2s, that I also have a message for you. Don't be scared to set something into motion which nobody else has done, and it's a wild card entry. If you have done your own research, if you've connected to your own intuitive self, be the leader and start something new that nobody has ever seen. But remember, with that wild card, that risk appetite that you've been asked to take, there's a need for you to also take calculated risks, right? And if you're sure of something, don't wait for the approval of another. This rune is a symbol of physical power, vitality, and good health. It can also suggest emotional courage. If you're going through difficult times, you must find the creativity inside yourself to pull through. You have great power within you, and you need to unleash that power. When you do, there's no stopping you. This is also a rune about the need to take a risk or not fear change. Oh my God. Okay, so I first time reading this, which is why I couldn't find the card itself. But yeah, we talked about taking a risk. But conversely, it may also be urging caution. Energy that misdirected can do great harm to both yourself and others. So ensure that your words and actions do not wound or result in chaos, but rather healing and peace. Something, again, we should all remember when we are taking the chair of a leader, right? Look at where your Mars is. That's one of the significant, I mean, I've not seen these cards yet. Oh, forgot, you did have extra cards. But your Mars is playing a significant role in the year 2024. With that, let's look at this. We have Pluto, the energy of power, transformation, underworld. This is deep transformation, deep strength, okay? Power will come your way, pile number 2s. And again, with great power comes great responsibility. That is a message here. We have Vesta, spirituality coming in. Some of you could also be connecting to a very powerful spiritual leader in the year 2024, which would be a turning point of your life. Some of you could be connecting yourself and making time, like we talked about, connecting to intuition. I mean, I'm starting my year off with a pilgrimage. So some of you could be also doing something similar, wherein you're connecting to, or you're going to a place of spirituality, or you're figuring out a way to make time, which is what we talked about for, this is the sun card in itself when it comes to spirituality. Okay, so finding your own sun within, that's the message coming in. We have the second house. Material wealth is definitely going to be yours. Some of you may inherit something. Some of you may buy a car or a significant asset like a home or a car or something like that. Okay. The second house is also a look at what do you truly value, what your value system is. Now, value, of course, could be value of material things, and value also is what your value system are. Okay. Aries, the card of the Mars we talked about. Okay, the month of April, of course, could be significant with Aries showing in, end of March, April. This is again taking action, spontaneity, being the leader. It is that fire signs energy that does not shy away. It has ample courage. Okay, strength and courage is something which is going to be your friend, and you're going to be asked to tap into that energy in the year 2024. If you've reached so far, and I've connected to you, and you've kind of understood what these messages are saying, I want you to leave me a bicycle in the comment section below. Okay, we're going uphill, or a mountain emoji tells everybody that you've picked pile number 2s. Let's clear this out, and then let's look at what the tarot cards want to tell us. Very exciting here. Okay, let's see. Pile number 2s. For this pile, I'm also drawn to tell you that some of you need to watch the reading that I've done around 10 years from now, okay? Because some of the leadership qualities that you're going to be asked to take, it will demand you to look at the bigger picture or the larger picture. There's a reading I've done. I'll try to remember to link it. Otherwise, you'll find it in the Timeless Readings playlist. 10 years from now, okay? That's the reading, I think. Okay, so major arcanas, what is coming for the year 2024, pile number 2s. We have the Magician. For this part, we'll not take reversals. For the tarot card, we will. Okay, the minor arcana, we will. We have Gemini energy showing up with the Magician. We have the Star. Wow. You have the ability to manifest. The Magician is the biggest manifester. You have the ability and the resources and the skills and the knowledge to manifest whatever you desire. The Star is the card of wish fulfillment, stardom, success. This combination is, come on, very strong air sign energy. So Aquarius, Gemini and Libra could be significant people. This is also the significant zodiac season for you, which you can see this play out, okay? Some of you may get interested to learn a language. Some of you may be doing something on the internet, which can give you that stardom and that virality, okay? We have, oh my God. Okay, this is where I love tarot and I love what I do. We've shuffled on camera today, if you've seen the pile preparation. We talked about air signs, and we literally have the 3 air signs here. Gemini, Aquarius, and Libra. There you go. So high five if, like me, you have strong earth air sign placements, okay? This is like your personal reading almost, okay? Even if you don't worry. This is again talking about embodying the energies of the air sign, the intellectuality, the practicality, the logic, the ability to see things from different perspective. If you felt for a very long time, pile number 2s, that life is unfair, things are just not moving for you, you have been waiting for when is my time coming. For many of the Aquarius rising, I feel you, it's been a Sari Sati for us. Finally, 2024, you will see things moving your way. I mean, look at these cards. If you read tarot, if you listen to tarot readings, you know the positivity that these 3 cards come together and talk about. A lot of this is going to be about your mind. Remember, air is all about the mind, the thoughts, okay? So how you think about something, your reaction to something is going to drive how the year runs. Any kind of a legal dispute or paperwork or visa approval or going through a administrative exam is going to work out in your favor. And if you've been considering of, signing up for any of those things, this is a wonderful year to go for it, okay? Higher education is again something that some of you may consider, but I don't feel this is more like a long-term course rather than a short, diploma or some sort of a 3 months, 6 months course that some of you may take up, okay? Deep healing and karma serving true justice is a very strong message coming in for you. All the 3 air signs are here, which again, all 3 air seasons would be significant, okay? So February, March, end of May till middle of June, end of September till mid of October, okay? Let's see what your tarot cards talk about. We have, Oh yes, I forgot. This was the pile that had the 10 of Pentacles. Overall sustained success. Legacy being built. Whatever you will do, okay? This is a year wherein whatever good karma you do or whatever bad karma you do, remember this, it has an impact on the ancestral lineage that you leave after you, and those before you get healed through it. So very powerful year. There's just no downplaying it with the kind of cards you have here, okay? Of course, wealth could be rising, but it's a slow rise. It's not like an overnight success, one chunk of money coming in. It's rather a steady growth, okay? Something again, which is why I want this pile to go listen to that reading of 10 years from now, because 10 of Pentacles is a slow, gradual, steady growth happening, okay? We have 9 of Cups reversed. Okay, very interesting card to have in reverse. We have the Knight of Swords, again, an air sign energy coming in. We have the Tower. Wow, so many major arcanas here. We have Chariot reversed, okay? And we have the Magician coming in twice, guys. If you're a Gemini, this is like, wow. Okay, so let's talk about this. Remember, I said your thoughts are very powerful. That's what this card is telling us. If you start thinking like a victim, if you start thinking like you can manipulate others to do things your way, instead of going, you know, with honest conversations and with honesty in your heart, things will not pan out that good. Then be careful what you wish for, because your wish must just come true. 9 of Cups is a positive card even when it's reversed, okay? The only thing that it asks you to reconsider when you're manifesting something, when you're asking for something, is would you truly be happy if it comes true? Would you truly feel content, or are you just trying to get it or achieve it because it would make you feel a certain amount of instant gratification? Just recheck, okay, as to what is the core reason of desire for whatever you're desiring. And if it is true, then it's definitely coming in for you. 9 of Cups talks about wish fulfillment. Star talks about wish fulfillment. This is a year wherein you're very tapped into your masculine energy with the Knight of Swords. You're ready to have those difficult conversations. You're ready to charge ahead. Be mindful that you don't hurt people while you're at it. Something that air signs need to learn over as they mature is you can say the truth, you can be honest, but you need to be diplomatic around it, okay? This is a wonderful year, and this is a personal reminder to me. I've been thinking about it for a while now, to make a vision board, pile number 2s, okay? Your vision board will come true. If there is anything which has kept you stuck, Chariot is movement, Chariot is moving ahead, Chariot is also bringing the yin and yang together. Anything that has kept you stuck and you're not moving ahead, or any aspect of life wherein you feel things have just not moved for years and years, the Tower indicates that Spirit is stepping in, whether you like it or not, whether you're ready or not. That lightning moment is here. That thing has to break away. And for some of you, this is also an indication of if there's a negative thought pattern, if there's something that holds you back, if there's something that you're not letting go as a trauma of, this year could be tremendously huge when it comes to breaking out of it or moving away from it, okay? Be mindful of you know, taking care of, and I'm not trying to scare you, it's just a word of caution, okay? You're watching this at the starting of 2024. Be mindful of, you know, your vehicle, that you've serviced it, that you've taken care of it, that if there's something that needs a fix, you fix it, because those minor accidents can come at play, is another message that's coming in here. So I need to give you that message if I'm seeing that warning, okay? We also have 2 significant major arcanas in your second part of the reading, which, I mean, I can't emphasize enough. 2024 is big. 3 rather. We have 6 cards, 3 major arcanas here. Gemini, Cancer, Scorpio, Scorpio and Cancer are 2 other significant placements apart from the air signs that we've talked about. That's also coming in. The month of July and August, November and October is another time that could be significant for you, okay? Chariot is also that asking yourself, where is it that you're the reason you're not moving ahead? Sometimes we know what we need to do. Sometimes we know what needs to be said, done, created in order for us to achieve that dream that we want. But then there's another part of us which really isn't ready to move on. So if you're not ready to move on from something, pile number 2s, this year is the year wherein Spirit will literally drag you to that other side. So you might as well make peace with it while you watch it, okay? While you're watching this. Magician reversed is also a word of caution. Somebody may try to manipulate you into believing that whatever you've had is the best that it can ever get, or you know, don't try to dream too big because it's just never coming true for you. And don't listen to that naysayer is a very strong message I'm getting. That is a manipulation happening. That is coming from a place of fear. They're scared of what you could perhaps achieve, which is why somebody may be trying to talk you out of a big dream or an opportunity that comes your way. Okay. I think I've kind of covered more than 3 events here, and we're now going to roll the dice. If you've so far connected with this reading, felt like, yes, that is me, and that's finally happening for me. I mean, who wouldn't want that? 9 of Cups to the 10 of Pentacles. Some key areas here, of course, is your mental growth, intellectual growth, growth in academics, growth in money, and overall success. For some of you, this could, of course, also mean manifesting a relationship, but that relationship is more about self rather than someone else. Okay, let's roll the dice and see any other numbers that come in for you. We have the number 8. 2024 adds up to the number 8. Again, this is your year. 8 is the month of August. We did talk about Cancers playing a significant role. And Saturn, look at where Saturn is transiting in your birth chart. That could be another significant transit that affects you. And last but not least, we have 9. Okay, so September comes into play. Some of you may have life path number 8, 4, or 9. We saw the 4 with the new beginning, and those could be your significant life path your life path numbers. Loved doing this. Excited for you for the year 2024. Don't forget to watch the part 2 and the part 3. Hope you've hit the subscribe button to watch that. And I'll see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome, pile number 3s. Last but not the least, those of you who's like me picked 2 and 3, high five. So let's dive right into what are the major events that 2024 brings. Like I said in the introduction, there's going to be a part 2 and a part 3 of this. Part 2 would be focused on your career, money, finances, and part 3 is going to be focused on your relationships and your love life. So if you've not yet hit that subscribe button and that bell icon, please go ahead and do that. Helps me, and you would get a reminder when those are up and about. Let's start with this card first, okay? Ho'oponopono prayer. If you still don't know what a Ho'oponopono prayer is, please do listen to it tonight once you're done with this reading. It is a beautiful Hawaiian prayer which says, I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. I'll say that again, and I want you to comment and claim this message. This is the most beautiful prayer, this is the most beautiful mantra, and all that you need in the year 2024, pile 3s. I'll say it again. I am sorry, please forgive me, thank you, I love you. Just those 4 sentences. That's the mantra of Ho'oponopono, okay? And that is going to be the mantra of chanting that you should be doing. Lapis lazuli is a crystal connected to the 3rd eye as well as the throat chakra. So chanting mantra is clearly one of the evident things that coming up for you in the year 2024. Let's dive into your rune cards. We look at the tarot cards later. So we're going to look at the astrology cards and the rune cards first. I'm going to read out your rune message as well from the book itself. Let's look at what 2024 brings for us. We have Isa, okay? Okay, pile 2 had that message of cars and vehicle, and that message is coming in here as well, even though Isa has a very different meaning. We'll come to that. We have Evas, okay? And we have Lagoose. Okay, I don't know why, I just knew the 3rd card's going to be Lagoose, but here we go. Okay, let's talk about this. There are certain obstacles, there are certain hurdles that will, and every year it does, right? That's not going to be new for you. It's the attitude that one holds in the traffic jam that decides, are they going to sing along the music and have a good time sitting in the traffic and just enjoy a cup of Starbucks coffee that they pick up and listen to the song that's on the radio? Or are they just going to be grumpy and upset and annoyed at where life is? The obstacles and hurdles that come up in your life in the year 2024 are answers. They are not obstacles. Lagoose is the meaning of answers. Okay, some of you could be very connected to the turtle spirit. Okay, the turtle and the tortoise could be a spirit animal that you're being asked to look at. That's just one side message for you guys, pile number 3. But help is always going to be available for you in the year 2024. This is also a year for you to do extensive charity, extensive donation. Trust me, you're going to change the course of your life. And I don't say that lightly. I've picked this file myself after all. That you're going to change the course of your life. The more philanthropy you can do in the year 2024, the more help you can give to people around you, whether that's donations to causes or whether that's just helping people who are around you in their day-to-day life, okay? Whenever you need help, don't hold back to ask for it, because you may be surprised how many people, how many people in your network are going to be available to help you and support you and pull you up. Somebody in this year is going to help you navigate through something, either mentally. So let's say there's a mental health issue that you're dealing with. This could be a therapist. This could be some group that you work with who help you navigate through that beautifully. And you'd come across in the year 2025 like a renewed soul, like a way more powerful soul. This is also a message that somebody could be giving you a leg up. So let's say there's a leadership, there's somebody who in your organization or the company that you work for who's a leader, and they notice the effort and the potential that you have, and they help you climb up the ladder, okay? But there's a strong message of help, obstacles and answers, all three coming in together for you in this rune cards, okay? You're going to get the answers, you're going to just allow it to flow. Okay, some of you, of course, could be drawn to beaches and mountains, both of that. So traveling could be extensively happening. But again, travel plans could get delayed. Travel plans can have obstacles. Don't let that change your attitude towards life. That's a very strong message here, okay? Let me read your rune cards to you now and see what additional messages come in. So we'll start with Isa. Here you go. Frozen. This card is associated to ice and frozen water and generally indicates a blockage, standstill, or lack of action in some area of your life. This could be a loss of physical energy or a mental fog or psychological block that paralyzes you. This stasis will likely cause frustrating delays in your life, but instead of fighting the obstacle, the card advises you to stay calm and conserve your energy. Sometimes there's nothing you can do but wait. There's this message of surrender also coming in, which is why that Ho'oponopono prayer is what the card came in first. As far as relationships are concerned, this points to icy tension and possible conflict that feels like it cannot be resolved. There's an urgent need for objectivity and concentration now. You need to decide whether you're going to invest any more of warmth and energy into a certain relationship to see if the ice will thaw, or if it is time to gently and calmly let it drift away. Some relationships may end for you, some new ones may come in, okay? Let's look at Eva's. I think that's the next one. Here you go. 3. Oops, sorry, this is the wrong one. Here you go. Travel is the card showing up. We talked about this. Travel or a change of residence, as well as loyalty, trust and teamwork are dominant themes for this rune card, which is associated with the horse, a sacred animal in many ancient cultures. High five and tell me if you're a Chinese zodiac horse like me. It is the year of the dragon, so you may want to, I've already said in the introduction, let me know if you'd want me to do a reading based on Chinese zodiac as well as zodiac signs for the year 2024. Would be happy to do that. Depends on how many of you really want it, because we already have a 3-part 2024 reading. Okay. Just as the bond between the rider and the horse is based on faith, love and trust, this rune card reminds you the importance of these qualities for the key relationships in your life. Relationships are clearly a key focus, and especially professional relationships, your relationships with your colleague, relationships with your, for some of you, this is a father and son relationship as well that I'm looking at. For any forward movement, if you want success, you need to dedicate yourself wholeheartedly. There are no half measures. Finally, the relationship on which this card could be turning the spotlight is the one you have with yourself. Do you trust yourself? Do you have absolute faith in yourself? If you don't, this card is urging you to focus your energy less on others and believe on others and more on believing in yourself and building up that self-confidence. And last but not the least, let's look at Lagoose, which is our answers card. Water. Laguz is the rune card representing water and the universal symbol of emotion, both positive and negative. If this card appears, you're being encouraged to release your emotions and let them flow to the surface. Tears can be very cleansing and emotions should be acknowledged openly and expressed. Don't hold back. Allow yourself to feel and live your life to the full. This rune card also shines a light of importance on being guided by your intuition. If pile 3s, you are drawn to pile 2s, there's a connection here that I strongly felt when I was even shuffling. So I said that at the very get-go for pile 2 and pile 3, and I picked that myself as well. So I'm again picking that same message. So you may want to listen to pile 2 as well. Another association of this card is the need for renewal. Perhaps rigid ideas are holding you back or stifling your creativity. It is time for you to be more open-minded and to let go of the past and start anew. Meditating beside a lake or a river or visiting the seaside may help you release these creative blocks, bring renewed energy and inspiration. This card is literally a reminder for some of you who are watching this reading as well to drink a sip of water, which what I also need right now while I read this. So hold on, let's get a sip of water. Go take a sip of water yourself. Oops, sorry, I didn't hit play. And I just realized I was talking. So here you go. So here's your first card, which is Jupiter, which is your planet card. Talks about spirituality, higher knowledge, religion, finding a guru or a mentor for yourself. This card also rules Sagittarius and Pisces. So those could be 2 other significant zodiac signs for you. We have the 5th house here, which talks about creativity, romance, your inner child. Some of you are really working on healing your inner child wounds, romancing through life, and we had creativity show up for Laguz as well, which again brings me back to if you allow it to flow, if you do things for fun, it would really help you. 2024, you may also discover a hobby which you just start off as like something fun, and it could become a means of genuine passion and money making for you as well. Okay. For the zodiac sign, we have Capricorn showing up. This again talks about spirituality. We have that father-son thing. I don't know why that I'm repeatedly getting it. So of course, that could be specific for some of you, but your relationship with your father, your relationship with how you see authority figures, how you allow authority or people who are elder to you, those relationships could be very significant. There could be a lot of healing coming into play for you, pile number 3s, in the year 2024 for these relationships, okay? Some of you may also attract a Capricorn, or a Capricorn is secretly in love with you, pile 3s, okay? Because 5th house is sometimes love and romance as well, and we have that Capricorn here. So, and Jupiter does significate a spouse or a husband. So some of you may actually, if you are in a relationship and with a Capricorn, this could be an indicator of after some obstacles, okay, if you're true to yourself, if you believe in yourself, okay, and you allow things to flow, this relationship can really bud. Very few of you, don't take, everybody does not have to take that message. That's a specific message for some of you who's come in, okay? This is not a year to shy away from any kind of a hard work, to not shy away from learning new things and challenging your core belief systems. That's strongly coming in for you, pile number 3, okay? Let us move towards your tarot cards. But if I've helped you so far and it connected to, where all of us know where we are energetically. And I hope you've written that prayer. I am sorry. Please forgive me. Thank you. And I love you. The Ho'oponopono prayer. And leave me a turtle emoji in the comment section below. Tells everybody you've picked pile 3 and helps me know that you've reached and covered the first part of the reading. Let's move towards the tarot cards and see what 2024 has in store for you as the major events, okay? So we'll start off with Judgment. Wow, this is a big year for a lot of us, okay? Spirituality, again, comes back with this card. This is also that judgment of self-judgment. Are we judging ourselves too harsh? Are we judging our relationships too harsh? This is that card that also connects us to the energy of Gautam Buddha, meditation. This is a second chance at something. Some of you may go back to school. Some of you may pick up something that you've left at a particular point in time. And 2024, you get an opportunity to redo it and redo it better, okay? Some of you, this could be also a year wherein you get very curious, or some of you may literally get into a past life regression and you come to know about certain connections of your past life, okay? We have the Hierophant. Oh my God, heavy year, pile number 3s, okay? Intense. We have a strong earth sign energy at play here, okay? Hierophant is the Taurus card, okay? This is again spirituality, but this is more religion. Be mindful of judging other people's belief of any sort. This could be religious belief, this could be political beliefs. This is not a year wherein you try to be mindful of any kind of dogma. That's a caution for you, 2024. Okay, be mindful that, sorry, an interruption. Be mindful of becoming too rigid or too judgmental in what you are seeing here and now. Keep an open mind. That's that repeated message coming in. Don't allow yourself to feel like how I've done things are the only way to do things. This is a year which is asking you to challenge certain belief systems, which is what we saw even in the rune, and get to that next stage. Some of you would get very good and master chakra healing and chakra balancing. Okay, that's something that's also coming in for you. You will find a mentor, a guru, for sure, in the year 2024. Okay, your relationship with your existing gurus and mentor will deepen. We have the Jupiter card show up for you. We have the Hierophant here. Some of you may yourself be teachers or get interested in the line of teaching in the year 2024. Okay, lastly, we have the Devil. Oh my God, all three earth signs. Okay, so Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, those seasons, those energy, that groundedness is very, very important. We talked about this. Dogma is your only caution. Devil is a wonderful card though when it comes to money or success with money. Money will flow to you. You need to ensure that you show the universe that you are a source through which good work is done. And that's how you'll keep the money flowing in more and more. This is a year wherein a lot of you may get into hyper mode of workaholism. I'm not judging you, I'm guilty as charged. That may have a negative impact on your health, which is why spirituality, making time for your spiritual practices, taking care of your body, mind, body, spirit integration is a key theme for 2024. That's the word of caution here, okay? Some old habit, some ex may return. Now, of course, this is a general reading. Everybody does not have to give them a second chance, which is what sometimes judgment talks about. And some of you are being, again, cautioned against going back to that same place. So this will play out for either or way, but an ex for many of you will return, okay? Some of you may also be challenged with a certain bad habit that you perhaps have let go of. And again, you know, something may resurface from there, okay? Let's look at what your additional tarot cards have. We have the 10 of Cups reversed. Interesting. This is a positive card even in reversal, but it's important to remember. Okay, we'll talk about this. Hold on, wait. We have the, okay, hold on. I did this, sorry. So it's actually Lovers upright. We have King of Swords upright. We have the two tens. This is a big year for you, pile number 3. Okay, we have the 10. Oh my God, some of you could be seeing 10, 10, 10s. We have 3 10s out of 4 10s. Okay, 10 of Swords reversed. That's a card everybody wants to see reversed. And we have 8 of Pentacles. Let's start talking. Wow. Okay. All right. We have, first of all, apart from the earth signs, which is Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, which are significant here, we have Gemini showing up with Lovers. We have Aquarius, Libra, Gemini rather showing up with the King of Swords. More so Aquarius and Gemini, because King of Swords is Aquarius energy. We have, I mean, it's never happened to me in any reading, pile number 3s. Leave me 10-10 as in the comment section below. If you're watching this unfold, we've shuffled on camera, so you know that this literally happened with us. 3 10s, significant here. Something that has ended, that didn't go right, some betrayal. We talked about this. Somebody may come to you and say sorry, and that may really be healing to you. It may feel like, oh my God, I've been waiting for this apology for years and years. This has had a burden on you, which may get released. Be mindful of the health of your back or your spine, pile number 3s, because 10 of Wands and 10 of Swords can talk about spine issues or backache issues, okay? This again, 10 of Wands talks about some of you may literally be done with overdoing things or overworking or taking on more than you can handle, okay? That's again something that's coming up for you repeatedly. You are being advised, and you will pick up one thing at a time and then do it and then wrap it up and move to the next thing, okay? Moving back to that message of something returning, getting a second chance, someone betraying, something not going your way, and now feeling like justice has been served. You finally have released that burden, okay? This is a year of releasing a lot of past fears, past grudges, all of that. King of Swords talks about applying logic, okay? He is the most logical, diplomatic knowledgeable person, okay? More than Hierophant, if I would like to gain knowledge from a King of Swords, because he's not biased. He can challenge his own thoughts, okay? This is that message coming in wherein you need to ask any information you get in the year 2024, re-verify. See where is your emotion coming from? Why are you reacting to it the way you're reacting to? You will have the support of powerful leaders and mentors. That's a repeated message coming in. And you will have, you know, it's almost like I'm hearing the word that, you know, in Hindi they say sar pe haath rehta hai. Somebody will keep their hand, their powerful support, their powerful resources with you, and that will be a tremendous game changer for you, okay? Somebody will support you through your journey of 2024. Family will demand attention, okay? Are you somebody who's neglected your family life, your emotional well-being, your contentment for materialism, for chasing, you know, the 9 to 5 or working on things? This is a card that says you need to look at emotional fulfillment as the key source first, then comes everything else, okay? And even in reverse, this is a beautiful card because in 2024, you will have opportunities, you will have choices to make. You will have the opportunity to come in those moments wherein, you know, you can take 25 minutes out and maybe call that friend that you've not called, or connect to a person who's near and dear to you. It is, are you making those choices? Okay, emotional fulfillment and contentment is likely for you, but this is the card that I want to bring your notice to. Everything needs work. Nothing comes for free. Everything demands effort. So a happy family life demands work. Do you have space for it? Have you made space for it? Spirituality, connection to God, an emotional purpose and fulfillment needs space, needs work, needs effort. Are you ready to put in the effort? Lovers is always choices. Okay, so choices at play. Some of you who have gone through a bad divorce, very specific message, don't take it everybody, a bad divorce, a bad breakup, and you didn't want that to happen. Somebody may come in and you may both choose to work on it again, because 10 of Swords reversed is ending something, but then reworking on it, putting in efforts again, and lovers coming together, okay? That could be some of you. Some of you may, of course, as I said, reunite with an ex. Very few of you. For most of you, I would say, stay away and stay out of it. And again, an opportunity to build a happy, satisfying home, whatever home means to you. A home is your physical body. A home is the home that you stay in. Home is your family life that you have. But all of that will demand you to balance different aspects of life, okay? Don't overdo or don't overpromise is a message that's coming in very strongly for you. You've picked the Lapis Lazuli, which is again about conversation, speech, okay? So think before you promise. Don't overpromise. It's better to underpromise and then not put yourself in that pressure and just do things as you'd like to do them and keep everybody happy, okay? If you're single, yes, there's a strong possibility of meeting someone. But again, this person will demand time, will demand your attention, your energy, and you need to make space for that person to come into your life, okay? Solid year, pile number 3s. I mean, there's 4 major arcanas here. There are 3 10-10s. I mean, I've never seen that happen so far in a tarot reading. So I hope you've left me that 10th in comment. And let's look at any specific numbers that come into play for you. Okay, we have the number 6. So June could be significant. 6 could be your life path number. 6 is also the number of Venus. And I'll roll this one more time. We have 9 here. Okay, which is again September. 9 is the number of spirituality. Whenever you feel lost, if you do have a significant guru in life, talk to them. If you have a leader in life, talk to them. But if you have none of that, journaling, talking to the higher source, and you will get answers. Pile number 2, 3. Okay, I don't know why I keep calling it 2s, but pile number 3s. I hope you've enjoyed this. I hope I've given you a peekaboo into the major events and themes at play for you for the year 2024. Like I said, there is a 2-part reading coming in. Thank you so much for your time as always. Take care. Bye-bye.